Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today is 12th December 2022. My name is TSV Raghavan and I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. I am a published author with Amazon Kindle and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. Spiritualism happens to be my favorite subject. This is my spiritual vlog on YouTube. Haribol trsv nectar nectar nectar. In this particular vlog, in my videos, we have been talking about the information that we have gleaned through the study of spiritual books, scriptures, material universe, and meditation on the spiritual universe. This is no exception to that rule. This video is actually only an extension of what we have been doing in my previous videos. Sorry to tell you that today I have decided to take a detour into my usual route because of a particular reason. This reason or incident happened in the first week of December 2022. This particular murder tells us about my proverb in English, which I have already discussed. Don't judge a person by the way he or she lives. Judge him or her too by the way he or she dies. This particular incident will prove that particular proverb or point. Let us go ahead with the story to see how correct I am in this particular video. This is the story of a gentleman called Kapoor. This Mr. Kapoor lived in a posh locality called Juhu in the western metropolis of Mumbai, India, along with his wife and two sons. This particular gentleman, Mr. Kapoor, died a couple of years ago. Of his two sons, the elder son was employed somewhere abroad. The younger son had a very settled and comfortable life where he himself owned a few flats which he had rented out, and the rental income from those houses amounted to around 1 lakh rupees. However, this son lived with his mother in the same Juhu flat that their father had bequeathed to them jointly, that is, a major share was with the wife and the minor share was divided equally between the two sons. Now, these people had one servant who lived with them. His name was Mandal and he hailed from a place called Bihar in India. Now, this son, that is, the second son, was probably a wayward and greedy, cruel, sadistic, avaricious, and unscrupulous boy. This guy was so greedy that he was not satisfied in owning his own property of several flats plus a regular rental income from those flats, which was monthly and which amounted to around 1 lakh. This younger son wanted the mother to transfer her name from the property in Juhu to this son because this Juhu property was worth around rupees 15 crores. The elder son also did not get along with this younger son. That is, the two brothers did not see eye to eye. The mother was so fed up with this younger son that she had dragged the two sons to the court and they all had a civil case pending against them pertaining to this particular Juhu property. Not happy with what was happening, this second son got down to sheer sadism and cruelty. He, along with that unscrupulous, self-serving servant, began torturing his mother, who probably doted on these two sons in their younger days, and probably she gave more love to this younger son. Whatever the reason, it is the life story of this poor woman that is connected to this proverb. Don't judge a person by the way he or she lives, judge him or her too by the way he or she dies. Now, this son tortured this woman physically and mentally to such an extent that she had no other go but to complain against him or lodge a complaint against him in the nearby police station. The unscrupulous inspector of that particular police station paid no heed to the complaint, and he seldom took any step to protect this woman from her predator son. Ultimately, things came to a head when, on the night of 6th December 2022, this son, along with his servant Mandal from Bihar, beat up, tortured, and thrashed this poor woman with a baseball bat. This woman was already 72 years of age, but this son had no sympathy for his poor mother. This son tortured his mother, killed her, took her body along with the help of this servant Mandal, and threw it in the river of a place called Matheran in the outskirts of Mumbai. It was only thanks to the elder son, who used to keep a tab on the things happening in India, that the police ultimately came to know that this poor 72-year-old lady was missing. When they arrested the son and that servant, they came to know about the truth of the fate of this woman. Now, we don't know this woman from Adam, yet the brutal and cruel way that this poor lady died is unimaginable, at least for an affluent, rich, comfortable, comfortably placed woman who had lived a luxurious life all her life. This should not have been the fate of this woman who was tortured to death by her own second son and her own servant, the living in servant. This story is a very good example of the proverb, don't judge a person by the way he or she lives. Judge him or her too by the way he or she dies. We do not know the actual nature of this woman, but now we know that this something must have been amiss in her life which brought her to this pitiable state and macabre fate. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this particular subject. Please give me your own priceless opinions, thoughts, and ideas so that we may blend everything together for the benefit of this society. Kindly subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I may keep reminding you of my other videos. Till we meet in my next video, this is goodbye from TSV Raghavan.